放送局です。こんばんは。ニュースをお伝えします。まず主な項目です。チャイナメディアグループが制作したドキュメンタリー番組、習近平がつないだ文化の絆の放送開始イベントがローマで開かれました。外交部の報道官は、日本政府が24日に東海での中国の新施設の建設について抗議したことについてコメントを発表しました。専門家は中国で近い将来多数のディープシェイク級ブレイクスルーの出現を予測しています。以上はこの時間のニュースの主な項目です。
All 5 surrounding states, the whole Intermountain West kind of region.
Patel says patients will have access to the most cutting-edge care, along with the ability to see a provider and receive infusions at one location. It also has a clinical research center. Britt Johnson, KSL News Radio.
The Department of Agriculture is working on plans for a bird flu vaccine. KSL News Radio's Josue Sanchez has more.
State veterinarian Amanda Price says the vaccine could be an effective alternative to combating against the disease.
We've got to start looking at alternatives that don't just involve, we're going to go in and depopulate everything and hope we can stop it.
Price says while the vaccine could be effective, it could impact trade between other countries and states that have bans on vaccines in animals.
So if we do start vaccinating, then the U.S. is no longer considered free of the disease. We're now considered free with vaccination.
She says while they haven't decided yet how to implement the vaccine, bird owners and facilities should practice biosecurity, like changing boots or clothing when entering the building and keeping wild animals away from domestic birds. Josue Sanchez, KSO News Radio.
First look traffic now on your Thursday morning, and here's Heather Kelly.
Well, not only do we have our standard lane restrictions on I-84 eastbound as you head into Weber Canyon, there's also a crash westbound I-84 just before you exit the canyon. Heather Kelly in the KSL Traffic Center.
Jazz fans have something to be excited about after last night's first round of the NBA draft.
With the 5th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Arius Ace Bailey from Rutgers University.
Now, Ace Bailey was expected to be a top 3 pick, but he slid after some controversy because he refused to do pre-draft workouts with multiple teams. But KSL Sports anchor Sam Farnsworth says Bailey is a high-caliber player, and the Jazz will do everything they can to position him for success.
They definitely picked him to make a big difference and to make that difference sooner than later. This isn't like a long-term project type thing. You took this guy who was going into the draft thought of as a number 2, number 3 caliber pick. You took him to make a more immediate impact than not.
Bailey spoke to reporters last night and says he's ready to get on work.
A leader called.
You're going on. Oh, I'm going now. But, yeah, it was just a kid. I knew him from high school. He came into the studios right out of high school, and I would always call him the kid. Really good kid. I love the guy. He's a good kid. And, I haven't seen him in 17 years, and the guy since I've been retired. Oh, I seen him once. I right by the house, at the house. So I haven't seen him for about 12 years. And he fucking called me up, dude, I'm going to stop by your house. Where do you live? I told him he came by and all day here. He's a man now. He's like 40 years old. I'm like, fuck, dude. It just seems so weird. Oh. Big old dude now. He's got a big old belly on him. Got 2 kids of his own. One of his kids 20, the other one's 18. I'm like, damn. That's how old you were when I fucking met you. Oh, well, makes you feel old, huh? Oh, yeah. He goes, well, how old are you? We're sitting at the restaurant. I was 70. He goes, damn, you look good for that being that old. I'm like, I guess I'm really old. Thanks, Dad. You're calling me old. I already know that. Yeah, I forget sometimes, and then I look in the mirror and I go, oh, no wonder I feel like crap. That's crap. Problem. Yep. Speaking of crap. I'm funny this morning. Speaking of crap, I'll be right back, Craig. Okay, well, make sure that you wipe it. I'm gonna go. I'll be back. Oh, you don't want to have skid marks. I'll be back, bro. Leave no skid marks. Wipe good. I got them dude wipes. And the wipe that you leave skid marks. It's a little too personal. Now you're taking a break back into this shit. Come on now. Nothing worse than the Hershey Highway. Good morning, everyone. K6SYW. And the wife gets at that. Yeah, more Perry. I'll be right back. I'm way out. I'll be back, though. Copy. Good morning. Thursday. Wow. And 680.
给我们人民强加不可估量的灾难。社会上一些人做了商人等。
You guys won't shut up.
No. Well, bailiff, whack RPP. I can't stop doubling.
Well, I'm never coming back to this frequency.
If we all shut up, nobody... Double your pleasure, double your fun. Double your pleasure, double your fun, and there's Ron.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, Ron.
Ron.
Yeah, morning.
Anyway, good morning, Scott. I already said good morning to Ron, and good morning, Henry. There you have it. The whole crew is here.
Good freaking morning.
Yeah, God help us all.
Well, now we just need Harold. Good morning, Harold.
Morning, Harold.
Morning, Harold.
Morning, Henry.
Harold. There he is. Morning, Harold. How you doing, buddy? I wonder if that's how his mom used to call him in at night. Harold.
My mom
God
used to
save the
tell me,
jester.
hey, come home when the street lights come on.
Oh, yeah, that's what we got told as well.
Boy, it was a different time, you know?
Oh, yeah. That was good times, though.
Yeah, it sure as hell was.
So what's going on, Harold? Is everybody up and at 'em, or is everyone still sleeping?
Yeah, we're all sleeping.
Well, that's good.
There's some strange thing about Mom's voice. You could hear her a mile and a half away, you know?
So how was that, how was dinner last night? What was the outcome?
Which dinner? I didn't go to dinner last night.
No, I'm talking to Harold.
Oh, sorry.
I haven't heard Harold yet. He's out there. He's just still half asleep.
Yeah, I usually go to dinner on Friday.
without legal status. The New York Civil Liberties Union is suing, saying that violates state law. Blakeman calls the lawsuit frivolous.
We are not concerned at all, and we are going to continue to remove criminals.
The NYCLU's attorney, Ruben Danberg Biggs, says Nassau County's agreement revives a dangerous task force model.
Certain officers at the NCPD now have the authority to arrest or interrogate or detain people simply because they are suspected of having committed a federal immigration violation.
Sophia Hall, 1010 wins, a 92.3 FM on Long Island.
As expected, New Jersey Congresswoman LaMonica McIver has pleaded not guilty in connection with her arrest at Delaney Hall in Newark. Outside the courthouse,
they will not intimidate me. They will not stop me from doing my job. I will continue to do what the people of the 10th Congressional District elected me to do.
Homeland Security claims McIver and other lawmakers stormed the place as part of what they called a bizarre political stunt. She was charged with assault and interfering with law enforcement during that visit. She says it wasn't a protest, but to see for herself if detainees were being given due process. If convicted, she could be looking at 8 years in prison. 79 degrees, it's mostly cloudy. The humidity is 66%. The winds are northeast at 7. 79, that is our high temperature for today. Now, Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Wins with Monica Ricks.
Good morning, Susan. A federal judge has sided with Meta in dismissing a copyright infringement lawsuit from a group of authors who accused the company of stealing their works to train its AI. But the judge did clarify that this ruling is limited to the authors in this case, and it doesn't mean that Meta's use of copyrighted materials is lawful. Shell's denied reports that it's in talks now to buy BP. The Wall Street Journal reports Shell was holding early talks with BP to acquire the rival, but Shell has reportedly denied speculation of a takeover, saying it's focused on streamlining and simplifying its own business. And footwear startup to reduce carbon footprints on Earth. It's expected to launch early next year. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Monica Ricks for 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
You've seen Van Gogh's paintings. Now see them come to life in a way only the New York Botanical Garden can deliver in Van Gogh's Flowers. Immerse yourself in the botanical world that inspired the artist's work with a field of monumental sunflowers and large-scale artworks, indoors and out, that celebrate his love of nature. Tickets at nybg.org.
It's 2 a.m. You're wide awake, wondering, is my team hitting their numbers? Are we losing sales? You shouldn't have to guess. Meet Coach by Net2 Phone, your AI-powered performance partner. Coach listens to calls and reads emails so you don't have to. It tracks sentiment, sets goals, and shows you exactly who's performing and who needs help. No more micromanaging, no more mystery, just answers. Sleep better with Coach by Net2 Phone. Get your free trial today at net2phonecoach.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think every day and keep piping him up. I mean, he's really quality.
Doesn't he sound like he's got a jawbreaker in his mouth?
Yeah, or something. But how about your guy Max Fried?
I was getting to that.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yes. He's Fried now, 10 wins on the season, 10-2, 1-7, allows just an unearned run. He was asked to be kind of looked at himself as the stopper because the Yankees were kind of scuffling a little bit.
I'm just going out there trying to win every game that I can. I think that's what every single guy here is doing. Every time that we take the field, we want to do whatever we can to, make our mark on the game to be able to, come out with a win. We got a lot of really competitive, talented guys, and I'm just trying to do my part.
No, it's talking the 70s.
Yeah,
or maybe
was
early
it?
80s.
I didn't pick up on it.
It's just Give Me the Night again.
Oh, it's
same one.
Same one.
George Benson.
Wow. They love that song.
Yeah, I guess they love that song.
And they haven't played it that much because they've been losing, but correct. It's back.
Fried, by the way, sub-2 ERA with last night's 7.
I mean, it's amazing. What a great signing by the Yankees.
So far.
Nuclear weapons. Iran's always said that their nuclear program is only civilian in nature. It was a big topic at the NATO summit yesterday.
It's blown up. That conclusion was disputed by the Pentagon's own intelligence agency, whose preliminary assessment, leaked Tuesday, concludes the attacks on the Fordow enrichment facility set back Iran's nuclear ambitions just months. To try to hurt President. That leak infuriated the administration, and the president's national intelligence director, Tulsi Gabbard, had a new assessment. All 3 nuclear facilities, including Fordow, have been destroyed. Senate Intelligence Committee Vice Chairman Mark Warner says the administration must provide evidence.
That's correspondent.
Buongiorno Italia.
コーナー空港は飛行機が機拍分を地形が複雑で天候の変化が激しいため航空機の性能と運航し
Trump has been very resolute in things. He doesn't want problems. He doesn't want war. He's a big pacifist. But in situations like this, he's always said the same thing. If a single hair on the head of an American is harmed, he always uses that line. So I can tell you, the sleeper cells that are out there, they know this. They know this because if they're in touch with the regime back home, they're telling them, please don't do anything.
You're playing a dangerous game, and the clock is ticking. Market volatility is increasing. One bad year in your 60s is going to erase a decade of growth. If you're between 55 and 70, this...
He went out and she said, we're...
Mula Lunes hanggang Linggo, sumusunod na oras at frequencies. Ikapitut kalahati hanggang ikawala ng gabi, 11.700 MHz. Ikawalo hanggang ikawala't kalahati ng gabi, 11.700 MHz at 12.110 MHz. At ikasampu at kalahati hanggang ikalabing-isa ng gabi, 12.110 MHz.
For greater piety in our lives.
I feel like the morality back in the 80s and 90s, you know, we didn't dare talk about homosexuality. We didn't dare raise a gay flag in any of our nation's buildings or federal buildings or whatever they may be. Now you see that crap everywhere, and we've lost. And it's all about love and inclusion, you know.
Well, there's no love and inclusion for the people of faith, though.
Exactly. It's like so hypocritical. The left, well, we need to be loving and tolerant. But the first time I said, I don't agree with that lifestyle, well, you're homophobic. You're a racist. You hate gay people. No, I love all of God's children. But there comes a time that we must stand for the morality that God has given to us in His holy scriptures. And I will be honest, and I'll say this, and I'm going to shut up and move on, but I will say, Kevin, that I joined the Mormon Church in 2007. The president of the church, President Hinckley, was an astounding prophet. When he spoke, you were convicted of sins in your life. I left the church about 2 years ago because it's no longer the church that I joined in 2007. I'm not belittling them. My wife is still LDS. I'm not. I go to a Calvinist church now. But I tell you, I have grown so much in the last 2 years under my pastor, and it's been remarkable for me to learn about God's grace and his love, but also about repentance. And that's what this country is we need to repent, and God will heal our country. Anyway, that's all I had to say, sir.
My man, the Calvinist. I love you, Edwin. You take care.
I love you too, Kevin. Have a great day, brother.
All right. Appreciate our man, hardworking Edwin, joining us. CC in Idaho with Kevin Miller on KIDO Talk Radio. Hello, CC.
Good morning. I wanted to call in about the homeless situation. I've lived in Boise my whole life, and we do a lot of walking on the Greenbelt. And yesterday we encountered a middle-aged woman walking down near Boise State, and she was dragging a carry-on type suitcase with a broken wheel, and she was screaming and saying, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you, and we just avoided her. But I don't know the answer. I'm not smart. I know I don't like to pay high taxes, but a lot of these people we encounter on the Greenbelt that appear homeless just because of what they're carrying, they need mental help. And we need to have institutions where these people can get the help, because I support Reverend Bill, and we donate to him, but these people need professional mental help, a lot of them. And in the winter especially, they lock themselves in what few bathrooms are open along the Greenbelt, and when we try to go in and use them, it smells like dope. And it's just not being taken care of for sure in Boise. And it makes me sad because I know a lot of these people need mental help.
Idaho's talk station is KIDO Nampa, K298CN Boise, 107.5 FM, and 580 AM, a Town Square media station.
The U.S. achieved nothing in Iran. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox.